A common practice when reviewing paper documents was to place post-it notes or flags on pages based on a particular characteristic, such as whether a document is responsive to a production request or if it is relevant to a specific issue or some other category. In Relativity, this is accomplished by applying electronic tags. Tags are also referred to as field choices. In this video, you will see how to apply electronic tags, then how to quickly retrieve collections of documents based on those tags. For example, when reviewing documents to determine if they are responsive to a document request, as you review the documents, you will decide if a document is responsive or non-responsive. If it is responsive, you then determine if it is privileged. If privileged, should it be redacted, then produced, or simply withheld altogether? As you work through this decision process, you will apply electronic tags to each document to specify responsiveness, privileged, and a production designation. We will use a typical production review as an example of how tagging works. To get started, switch from the All Documents dashboard to the Production Status dashboard. A production review workflow might include conducting some initial keyword searches to hone in on a set of documents that have a higher probability of being relevant to the case and thus possibly responsive to a document request. In this example, I've already conducted a search and have identified 1,633 documents to be reviewed for production and have pre-tagged them with a Further Review tag in the Responsiveness field. The Responsiveness field widget, shown here as a pie chart, shows how all the documents in the workspace are currently tagged. Click on the pie slice representing the documents currently tagged as Further Review. From the Document List section, click on the hyperlinked control document number. The document viewer and layout screens will appear. Depending on your case setup, the order of these layouts may vary. In this case, the document metadata layout is the default. I will switch to the First Pass Review layout by selecting it from the drop-down list. When you click on the Edit button, the fields and tag choices are revealed. Notice in this layout, the responsiveness and production fields have an orange bar next to them. This signifies that these fields are required as part of the review process. You must tag each of these fields in order to move on to the next document. After you review the document contents, you decide that the document is responsive. This document is currently tagged as Further Review, so you need to click on the circle next to the responsive choice to retag it as responsive. You also determine that this document is not privileged, so it's okay to produce. You need to change the production tag from To Be Determined to Produce. You can also add notes to the Attorney Note field. Simply type in anything you want in this box. What you add here will become searchable for later use. Once you've finished tagging all the appropriate categories, click on the Save and Next button. Your tags will be saved and the next document advances. Issue tagging can be done the same way. To demonstrate a typical issue tagging workflow, I'll start again from my All Documents dashboard. Assume we have already performed some keyword searches and have pre-tagged a bunch of documents that need to be reviewed and issue coded. I'll switch to the Issues dashboard. In this workspace, we have a field called Depot Relevance, which is used to track items that may be useful for upcoming depositions. We've pre-tagged 7,240 documents that should be reviewed. I'll click on the To Be Determined bar to isolate just those documents. In the Issues pie chart, you can see that there are a few items that have already been issue coded, but the vast majority have not yet been reviewed and the issue field is set to blank. I'll click on the blank slice to pull up all those items that have yet to be issue coded. Next, I'll click on the control number of the first document in the list to start my review. I'll switch to the Issue Coding layout and then click on the Edit button. Here, you can see my list of issues and a list of deponents we may want to associate to this particular document. Since the tag selections are boxes, not circles, I can select one or more issues and/or deponents for this document. As with the First Pass Review layout, I can also add attorney notes. Click Save and Next, and your tags are saved, and the next document on the list is displayed. Once you've finished tagging documents, you can return to the document list. How do you see the documents that you've tagged? You could create a search on a specific field for certain tags, or you can use the field tree from the main screen. The field tree icon is on the main page between the folder and Save Search icons. Click to expand the field to reveal the individual tags. Click on a tag to automatically run a search to pull up just the documents that have been tagged with that specific choice. You can also use a column filter to quickly locate the items that have been tagged a certain way in a certain field. Well, that's a quick summary of how tagging works. Be sure to check out other useful videos from the Relativity main login page.